This video, we're going to explore how third-party models make Adobe Firefly an even more powerful ideation and creativity tool. My name is Jared Liu. I'm an AI content creator and educator in the space for creativity, and this video is sponsored by Adobe Firefly. From modifying images by removing things and adding new objects, to changing someone's facial expressions, creating logos and product images, there's so much that you can do with Adobe Firefly boards, and it's a great way to see your process in a very visual way. So to start, we have to create our first image. Now, there is a huge array of different models with Firefly boards already. You can obviously use the Adobe Firefly image and video tools, but there are other tools in here as well, such as Ideogram, such as Nano Banana, an array of different things that you can do, which we will explore in this video. So the first image that we created was this person. She is standing on a pretty busy road. She's wearing a white hoodie, and the first thing I want to do is make some modifications to the image, and my favorite tool to use for this is Google Nano Banana, which you can find when you open up the image tab at the bottom here. And what you do is when you select it, you can now select an image as a reference. We're going to select the original image of the person that we've just created. And now we can use text prompts to alter and modify the image. So for example, I can put in a prompt to remove the people behind her. I can also add in a prompt to remove the cars behind her as well. And you can see there it starts to have a pretty cool and easy result there. It just starts removing things while keeping the composition of the shot. I also started to add an object too. I wanted to add some balloons to the scene. You can just say, hey, add some balloons behind the person. And then you can also modify that image again as well to change the color. What's really important to notice here is that every time you want to use Nano Banana or some sort of modification tool, you can reference any image that you want. And that gives you the ability to create an image and then reference it again and keep ideating and ideating and ideating until you have exactly what you want. The next thing we can do as well is alter the composition of how someone is looking. So this person here, she's standing, with the hoodie looking at the camera. We can change the way that she's posed. We can just use Nano Banana again and reference that original image and start typing in prompts of, her with her arms outstretched, her smiling at the camera, giving us a peace sign, whatever we would like to do, and it keeps the consistency of the person but changes the pose. And notice how even the background remains consistent as well. As a really fun little trick here, if you select a video tool which has a start and end frame, and this means you can decide how a video starts and how a video ends, in this case using Firefly Video, or you can use like Lumaray 2 as well, you can select the original image, the one that we just created at the start, and your new image of the person in a different pose, and you can animate it together into a seamless video where she's standing, and then she gives the pose, and the video ends there. So it's really cool that you can start to have control over how someone acts in the scene just based off the photos alone. So that's a cool little tip for you to try, again, using those third-party models. We've heard a lot about how Google Nano Banana is good at editing and modifying images, but it's also really good at creating images just from text as well. And in particular, it's pretty good at making logos with coherent text in it. So in this case here, I selected Nano Banana, also known as Gemini 2.5 Flash image, and I typed in a prompt saying I want a fun logo, I want the text to say move, dark background, minimalist style. I'm trying to isolate the logo as much as possible, which is why I asked for a dark background. Now I want to apply this logo to some product, something like some piece of clothing, and you can also use Nano Banana to generate those product images as well, which is really cool. Using a prompt that kind of just say, I want to make a white baseball cap on a dark background. Again, it isolates the cap, and now we have two images, an isolated cap and an isolated logo, and we're going to put these two together. With Nano Banana, you can select multiple reference images at once. This is really powerful to combine creations together. So in this case, I can select the logo that we have made and the product that we have made, and I can put them into one product and one image alone. And before you know it, you will have a hat with the logo that you've just created. And now, for the even more fun bit, we can use another third-party tool with video, this time Google Veo 3 Fast, to animate that final product image. So now you have a pretty cool marketing-looking video with your own logo, with your own products, and it's all done completely on Adobe Firefly boards. Now, of course, we are just scratching the surface when it comes to how much you can ideate here. And I'm hoping these three ideas can, inspire you to open up Adobe Firefly boards and start creating your own logos, products, characters, modifying, editing them, and making videos out of them at free will. You can basically create a world. You can create videos, you can create adverts and marketing content because of the power of Adobe Firefly boards, but also all the third-party models that are in there. I really recommend you go and check it out, and I really hope this was helpful.